Alright, folks. I think we're live. I always say that. I don't know why. And we're always live, so we're definitely live. But, road to 170 mile an hour ball speed, day number 1. I completed road to 165. If you guys followed along with that. My initial goal was I was hitting driver so bad I wanted to increase some speed. I feel like I was below what my capabilities were. And my initial goal was when I started that, I wasn't super consistent with it, but over the course of maybe 2 or 3 months, I said I wanted to be low to mid 160s by around this time, which I think I'm been in there. Most of the times when I hit it good, I'm like 160, 161, 162, 163, sometimes high 150s. But either way, I cracked 150 or 165, and I kind of achieved the goal of being low to mid 160s by, I said, like the beginning of this year. So I said around June, which was, I did that probably. Anyways, I feel like I completed that, but onwards and upwards. I feel like it's not exactly a coincidence that um, I spent some of that time hitting driver for over an hour at a time, sometimes multiple times a week, and I hit the driver the best probably I ever have. And as of late, I've kind of fell off on it, so um, didn't really hit driver. I played on Tuesday, but the course there wasn't that many driver holes. I didn't really hit driver great, and over the past probably week or so, I haven't hit it great. And then last night was really bad. For hump day heat, I hit driver pretty bad, so I don't think we're going to come anywhere close to 170 today, but really it's more so about just hitting driver for hour and a half straight, just taking a bunch of swings with it, and hopefully getting some confidence back and some consistency back while we continue to creep up, hopefully on some speed. And it sounds crazy. I said it when I was like high 130s, low to mid 140s when I started the road to 165, and I said, sounds crazy, but I think I can do it, and I think I can get up to averaging low to mid 160s. And I was saying throughout that I think I can get to 170. I hit 166 as my PR. I think 170 is definitely doable, and I think I can even possibly get to 175. We're just going to see how much we can keep going, but really more today than anything is about just taking a bunch of swings with driver and trying to maybe stumble across a new swing feel or two and carry that feeling along of hitting driver pretty good with some confidence into some courses on, or some rounds on course, and some simulator rounds. But just taking some warm-up swings here. Get the body moving. Seemingly out of nowhere too, which is weird. On Tuesday on course, I was hitting a lot of fades out of nowhere. I haven't like consistently fade the ball, which I've been trying to draw it in like months. But out of nowhere on Tuesday, I started hitting fades on course, which worked out, and I played pretty well. But the fades kind of threw me for a loop. And then same thing, I was saying that last night as I was playing in the Wednesday hump day heat, that I was fading some too on the square. So it's kind of crazy how the square can pick up. It kind of correlates between on course and here. I don't know what the deal is with that. I may need to do some flannel Fleetwood work going forward too with some iron swings, but it's just tough how I was hitting drivers so good for a prolonged period of time. I had a lot of confidence with it, knew I was hitting it pretty far with some good speed, had some good control on it, and then you kind of take that for granted and you say, all right, let's just either roll with it or maybe work on something else. I haven't really done a ton of swing work over the past maybe 2 months because I've been hitting it decent, but if you just kind of neglect things, it's crazy how you can go from hitting something so good to then kind of down the tubes and you lose it a bit. But that all changes today. Or at least the start of it. You haven't missed anything, Hammer. Nothing yet. I was just saying how I mentioned it last night about some of those fades that were creeping in, and I kind of achieved the goal before of 165 was my goal. I hit 166, but more than that, than like the PR, my goal was when I started that a couple months ago. I said I wanted to be right around this time frame, low to mid 160s as kind of like my cruising speed, which I feel like I have done, but I feel like over the past week or so, I've been kind of struggling with driver and haven't been hitting it as great. So I don't think it's a coincidence that I haven't done any of these speed training and hit like just dedicated like an hour just to hit driver. That I haven't been hitting driver as good. So we're just gonna try to swing hard, try to find some confidence and some consistency with driver, and start chasing down 170 ball speed if we can. Is the chat working? All right, it's working. I switched things going from the other channel, the uncensored channel last night. I had to switch some things around in OBS. So it looks like that's working correctly. Slept like trash last night. I didn't fall asleep until like 2:30. I really don't know how you guys play that late. I played terrible, and I just can't fall asleep. So I don't know if we're going to have the most amount of speed today. I just feel like drivers, like anything else, people always ask, like, does the sim help? Like, do you improve on course and all that stuff? And I always tell people, like, it's impossible to get worse if you're just swinging more. And I feel like that's the same way with driver. Like, driver's been not as good as it has been. So, definitely can't hurt just to swing driver for like an hour straight here. That's a shank. Tough week for celebrities this week. Lost Ozzy Osbourne and the Hulkster. That's 153 with an 8. So, I think we start hitting driver. Start swinging for the fences. See what happens. Probably going to bunt. Just kind of bunt out the first 5 or so, just kind of get moving, and then we'll start really getting after it. It's hit the like button. What's up, Black Cloud? Rather toasty in here once again, but tomorrow's gonna be even worse, so I likely won't be out here tomorrow. It's 87.3 right now, and today was only a high of like 81 outside. Tomorrow is supposed to be a high of like 90 with the real feel of closer to 100 with the humidity. So that means it'll be probably 95, 100 degrees in here, which doesn't sound super fun. So, but then it's gonna drop back down on a little bit on Saturday. So I'll probably be out here Saturday. And that's a good example of why I'm doing this. That was a lot of that last night. 209 raw carry. It's so crazy too. I don't feel like I'm doing really anything different with the swing. It's just, I don't know, contact and just confidence. When you know that like that's possible, it's just like versus like, all right, I'm hitting them. I went through a stretch where I was carrying them 275, 280 a good amount of times. It's frustrating. How did I play on course? I actually played pretty good. I shot. It's a 9-hole course, so we played it twice. Played the white tees, but I shot 77. I went. It was a par 71, so I went 4 over on the front, 6 over, or 4 over on the front, 2 over on the back for 6 over total. So low in the face. Need to get those big high draws back. I skied one off the crown. Luckily, I didn't leave a mark last night, but that's in the back of my head too. A little bit better. Still, I feel like I haven't hit a drive where I said, all right, I caught that out of the middle in like 2 weeks. There's that stupid fade. That was better. Better launch. 284 raw. No draw. That one I tried to feel like when I was coming down, I kind of stayed and like almost ducked down up into it. Kind of keeping like more of this feel. That was a little bit closer. And 214. We go from 284 carry to 214 with 484 backspin. Haven't cracked 160 yet. We got 160 easy, but now it's getting up towards. We're going to start averaging probably 165 in order to be able to get up to that 170 mark. No, I don't know Black Cloud. They keep, well, I don't know. Honestly, they don't really keep saying it's coming. I've heard rumors that they've said it's coming, but there's no real, like, it's not like there any official announcements that it's coming. It's not honestly that big of a deal. It's been so long without it, it doesn't really matter. And really for, like, I guess it's more so like almost ego and bragging rights. I guess if you're working on something like this, yeah, it'd be nice to know what club speed is, but you know if your ball speed's going up, your club speed's also going up. So really for sim golf, you don't really need it. So it's not that big of a want, but the fact that it never came with it in the first place and we still don't have it. All right, that's a little more like it. 162.5, 276, way left, but pretty crazy though, the speed training. You guys saw me so long trying to crack 160, and I just did like 162.5, and that was kind of like, all right, that was like the first like decent one. It's kind of crazy how these numbers, if you just stay after it, the numbers just keep creeping up as your body moves faster and faster. 115 club head speed, no. Have you ever been measured? I mean, I have it with the Garmin. Um, I've Honestly, I don't know. It's like you have like numbers. Like I have a spreadsheet from when I went. I think it was like 2022 or 2023. I went to an indoor sim place that had an overhead unicore, and they sent me a spreadsheet after. But who knows if those are right? Who knows if the Garmin's right? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Like you can divide if you have a perfect out of the middle strike, it's 1.5 smash. So you can divide my ball speed divided by, like, I'm not hitting any of these perfect. So I think it was probably these smash factors are probably anywhere from like 1.4 to like 1.5. So you can just divide it if you're curious. Like 162, I'm probably, where's my phone? I mean, I'm probably to be up in the 160s. You got to be close to like 110, 112 maybe. Depends on the swing. But like the one I hit before, 162.5 divided by 1.45, that would put me at 112. 162.5 divided by 1.4 would put me at 116. If I do like 162.5 divided by 1.5, which is perfect, which it wasn't, that puts me at 108. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like you kind of have a ballpark of where you are based on ball speed. So that one that I hit a couple swings ago, that was 162.5. You could assume that was anywhere between 108 and probably 116, probably right in the middle. Cruising speed is way faster. You don't even notice it. Yeah, you just gotta stay after it. Just like doing this, it's so good for not only confidence, ball striking, just getting in a consistent like. I guarantee you by the end of this, I'm gonna hit swing driver for an hour if I quit yapping so much. But I'm gonna get into a period where I hit probably 5 or 6 in a row that are like 275 carry right down the middle, and that's what builds the confidence to where you stand on a tee and either in real life or on the simulator and you say, all right, I just did that 2 days ago. There's no reason why I can't do that again. It's just shots like that I've been, and even last night, like there were some you were making fun of me because I was laying up. There were some that were like 200 carry, which is just unacceptable. Even that 228, that's just terrible with 1,000 backspin. Like that can't happen. Yeah, as long as you just keep swinging, you do this. Ideally, you would do it 2, 3 times a week. But even if you do this once a week, or even what Judd does, or he recommends, is like swinging driver as hard as you can, like for even like just 10 swings after you finish each day. Like you'll notice over time, over the course of like a month and a half or 2 months, how your cruising speed just keeps going up and up. Still a lot faster than you. A mid to high 90s. It's where I get 100 plus. Really swing out of my shoes. I lose accuracy. Well, I think the whole point of this, I mean, one, comparison is a thief of joy, so it's all relative. It doesn't matter what I am, what you are, or anyone else. But the whole point of this really is, like, I agree. When I start swinging harder, obviously I'm more wayward. But the whole point of it is you continuously swing hard, and as you do that, your body gets used to swinging harder, so your speed gets better, but also your body gets accustomed to that. So you start being able to narrow in dispersion while swinging. What used to be feeling like out of your shoes becomes your cruising speed, and you're able to control it better. Low on the face. I'm hitting so far up on it. Usually I like to be around 6. A lot of these have been like almost 7. The last one was 6.7. That was 6.6 degrees up. I'm coming up on it too much, and I'm catching it low on the face. That's what I want almost every time. Like 275 raw, baby draw. That's what we're looking for. Rolling out to 300, 301. Like, I just need to get to the point again where I'm doing that at least 50% of the time. It was only 159, but that's what we're looking for. Sad you don't have high club speed. Stopped swing training a while ago because my back was hurting a lot. Yeah, I mean, some people can, different bodies, different capabilities. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to be sore after this, and like you saw when I was going through all that stuff over the past couple months, like it's not easy. Like, I'm going to be profusely sweating by the end of this. I'm going to be sore. If I came out and tried to play tomorrow, I'd probably be all over the place and my speed would be lower. But it's just like lifting weights. You just slowly build up to it. You can't go out there and swing as hard as you can for 5 hours or even an hour. You do it for 10 minutes, and then a couple days later you do it for 15 minutes. It's like lifting weights. Like, you can't go out there and just do like a 500-pound deadlift off the bat. That's also better. So that's 2 in a row that I would take all day long. That's 288 raw, 163.3, 309 on a flat fairway with no wind or anything. Like, I'm happy with that. So this is already, I haven't even been live that long. Those 2 swings right there, I'd already call this a success. Like, that's one of the better drives I've hit probably in 2 weeks. That's almost 290 in the air with 163. That's like decent ball speed. Now it's just being able to repeat it. Woo! Talk about repeating it. Let's go. 292 raw, 163.1, 318. Let's go. Where was that last night? That's honestly surprised I'm able to even swing. My body doesn't feel great. I'm pretty tired. I'm surprised I'm even able to do this right now, but that's by far, I mean, that's almost 300 in the air. That's by far the best drive I've hit, maybe in a month. Clip that. That was a good one right there. So this is what I'm saying. So that's like three or four good ones now in a row. Even that one, I didn't catch that one good as the last one, but that's still almost 280 in the air, all over 160. That's all we're trying to do. Just trying to repeat that as many times as possible. Honestly, I feel like I could have stopped after that last one. It already feels like, all right, we've already gotten better today. Let's go. That makes me happy. I mean, look at these. I know my video is going to cut it off. Look at these last, what was it, 3-4 drives. We had 163.25, 163.3, 160.88. We had 289 carry. Even the one before it was 158. We had 276 carry, but really the last three. 289 carry, 293 carry, 279 carry, rolling out to 309, 318, and 310. I mean, as of right now, I can't hit him too much better than that for three drives in a row. Let's go. You don't know how bad I've been hitting driver the past 2 weeks. You don't know how good that is to see those numbers back to back. Caught that one really high toe. Don't get me wrong, I can't expect to do that, what I just did there. I can't expect to do it every time. No one's a robot, but just putting in the reps. Toey. And back to what we were doing yesterday. 197 carry. Ball speed's not even that bad, 158. I kept track of all the ball speeds the last time when I was doing this. I'm not sure I'm going to do it this time because I already know 166. That was the best I've hit, so I'll probably only write it down if I break 166, which would be pretty easy to look at and track. Toey and low spin, but that's still in the fairway. That's still fine. Oh. That was really low on the face. 2400, the spin kicked up. But if I can get to where my misses are at, still 269 out there, and it faded instead of drew. But that's probably still in play, and at least it's out there. Super high on the face. 400 backspin. I had one last night that was like 84 backspin. $275. 302. Yeah, I try to step into a couple of these. I'm still swinging hard, but I'm not like, really, I'm chasing more so some of that consistency, but let's try to ramp this up, see if we can crack maybe 165. $278, 160. It's crazy too. Sometimes it feels like when I just try to go after it, it actually is straighter versus if I'm trying to gear down and almost steer it, I get into trouble. Sometimes when I just say, all right, let's just swing hard, things time up better. And I think just like natural like coordination and athleticism takes over. $286 raw. Hitting some better ones now. $309. $305. $275. Wasn't a fan of him. Yeah, I saw it this morning. Ozzy Osbourne a couple days ago, Hulk Hogan this morning. I actually beat you too. I know it wasn't live, but I posted that on the Discord. Usually Black Cloud's up there on the breaking news. 71 years old. Cardiac arrest. .286 raw. I gotta have that feeling when I'm hitting these the best. I have that feeling of slightly slower and letting kind of my shoulder, right shoulder, drop. Wasn't he in like a coma or something? Oh, club twisted, and it read the T. Do you need low spin to get the best ball speed, or does the best ball speeds have lower spin? I think the best ball speeds have lower spin. I don't know. It's kind of chicken or the egg, right, Dylan? I never really thought about it. I do know, like this is an 8-degree driver turned down to 6, which obviously the lower loft helps the ball speed, but that was more so just because I was losing things for a good period of time. I was losing them so far left that dropping it down from 8 to 6, it opens the face 4 degrees. That's the main reason why I did it, but it seems like when I hit, I don't know if you were watching before, D-Lud, I hit 3 in a row. Black Cloud was in here. I had like 290 something carry, and usually when I hit the best, it's like 1600 backspin maybe. Um, I don't know if one requires the other. I think it just seems like when I catch them the best, I'm usually between 1500, which is kind of low, but it runs out a ton. I would say between 15 and 1900 maybe. More sad about Ozzy. Crazy train. That was a little low on the face, so even that kicked up to 19, which isn't bad. Usually they say for most people 2000 is that sweet spot. Personally, though, I like the lower spin runners as long as I can keep them relatively straight and on line. I'm curious what now that you say it, I'm curious what those 3 good ones were, Black Cloud, that we saw. Those 3 back-to-back that were like 289, 293 carry type of things. I wonder what the spin was on those. They got to be lower because they rolled out to like 3 something. Where were those? Right here. So I went 163.25, 163.1, 160. I had 289 carry, 293, 279. The one before was 276. Spin was 16, 17, 1969, 1375, and 1242. The one that went the furthest was 1300, which is really low. But those 4 they rolled out to 301, 309, 318, and 310. So you got to keep. I don't know. It's weird. Like I feel like it's maybe a certain ball speed you need the spin to keep it in the air. But then once you get over the threshold of a certain ball speed, it's almost like I don't know. It just goes further. He has the same numbers, spin, launch, and ball speed all optimized. Yeah, he was hitting it. He's a player. He was missing some last night, which was kind of rare for him. I wasn't looking a ton. He had some super low backspin numbers too last night. I wasn't really focused on when he hit his best ones, what his spin numbers were. But spin rate depends on what your ball speed is. If your spin's too low, you lose carry distance. Well, it's both ways, right, Bob? So depends on. I think we're saying the same thing, but if your spin's too low, you lose carry. But also, if your spin's too high, you lose carry. So I think there's an optimized spot depending on your ball speed for everyone. Like that is not optimized. 759. I hit up on it a ton though. Like I missed that one. That was 5.9. High on the face. Even that though, to get 259 out of a drive that only spun at 675, I'm hitting up on it 6.2. Completely switched to more left on driver is better. I'm playing 11 degrees now. There's definitely a threshold where spin hurts you in both directions. Yeah, I agree. I think it comes down to if you want to tinker and you want to experiment with new stuff, but also just like I love this driver, so I don't have the money to go and spend on a bunch of different custom stuff to test stuff out. I think it comes down to also just optimizing what you have. Like even that one, so like by all accounts, 1100 backspin is really low, but that's still carrying 266 and it's rolling out to 304. Like I don't hate that. And as long as I can control it in terms of spin access either way, like I don't hate that. Yeah, if you have a forced carry and you need to get over something, but like yeah, I want another 290 carry. That felt better than what that resulted in. .282, 15. I know it's fading, but 161, 1591. I think honestly, my sweet spot may be around that 1600. 32? Is that a misread? Talk about losing distance based on spin. Holds the line better, but that may have been a misread. Competed in World Long Drive in 2002, 2003, age 49 and 50. Your ball speed is 185, 192. Geez, really? I didn't know that. That's crazy. All right, what tips you got for me, Bob, then? Ball speed training doesn't matter, I guess. Kyle Berkshire. We'll turn off all the numbers that said ball speed. Yeah, this is kind of a blend, to be honest. I said it at the beginning, but I hit driver so bad last night. This was more so just like swinging driver for like an hour, hour and a half straight, just to find some shots that I know, like, all right, I can actually hit a decent drive if I want to. This one isn't like full on. I'm kind of tired from yesterday too, so it's not full on like trying to top out a PR. I think the best we got up to was like 163 point something right now, but this is more so just kind of like getting the reps in because I've been hitting driver poorly. 160, 263. Well, I'm glad you said that though, Bob, because now I take more of what you. I mean, who knows? You never know. Sometimes people come on here and they just have. Everyone's got a different opinion, but now I take what you say in terms of spin and optimization, all that stuff. I take that with more seriousness now. The fact that you were actually competing in World Long Drive, you actually know what you're talking about. Yeah, Bob's a beast. 5'9", 145. Yeah, so you must have some crazy, crazy whip. I'm heavier than you, or I guess you were. I don't know if that's where you are now or you were then, but I'm heavier than you, but I'm shorter than you. So there's only so much I can do, unfortunately, with these short, stubby limbs. What up, Hiccup? What's up, Eagle School? Better. Even that, just shy of 1600. Like for me, that's in the air long enough. 282 raw, 161, 308. 1600 may be my number in terms of backspin. .288. That's supposed to draw. That was 1800. I swung harder at that one. 164.5. Let's do a couple baseball swings. See if we can crack 165. That's only a mile and a half off my PR. That's not bad right there, 164.5. I'm going to put that in the chat so I don't forget it. That's the best one today. Carrying distance would be better if my spin was around 2200, you think? It's not that wouldn't roll out though as much, right? I would carry it further, but on some of these I'm getting, and that was 25. I don't know. Tough to tell sometimes too. I'm not a robot. Clickbait? For what? The 164? Tough to tell. Obviously I'm not a robot. So it's tough to tell if like, all right, was it the spin that did it or was it a slight mishit? One way or the other. I don't know. I mean, 162, that's not bad, but 181, I carried some before that rolled out 20 yards at 2200. I carried some further that were lower backspin before. I don't hate that. That's a good ball. I'll take that 10 times out of 10. Oh, you're behind? Oh, I get what you're saying. I didn't know what you meant, D1. I thought you meant I didn't know what you meant, but the fact that I put the 164.5 in the chat, I guess that's what you were talking about. That took me a second there. I was like, clickbait. What is he talking about? All right, let's really try to lean into a couple here. I probably sound like a broken record, but I know I've said this before. I would have been like doing backflips if I was like a month ago, even or 2 months ago, even a month ago. If I was 162.5, 284, I know that was off the planet right, but I'd be doing backflips, and that was like a miss hit. Woo! Look at that. Look at that ball speed. That's a PR, boys. I didn't think that was going to happen. Let's go. Clip it, Black Cloud. Clip it. 167.1. 326. That's the low spin, though, right there. 326. 1200 backspin. Let's go. Heck yeah. You're bad at this YouTube thing. Cut ball, baseball swing ain't bad. Nice ball. Appreciate it, boys. 167.1. Impressive. That is pretty good. That's by far my best. I was just getting done saying I probably won't keep track of them, but that is a PR by 1.1 miles an hour before I hit 166, and I was really, really excited. That was with my scramble with Big Dog. It is hot and humid, so that definitely helps, but I'm going to start a new note in my phone. Road to 170. $167.1. It's actually not a bad drive either. It's down the middle. Take a picture and send that to old C-Bum. Actually, it'd probably look better if I do it on my computer, won't it? That feels good. I always do this, though. I should have just kept swinging. I always do this. I get excited. I take pictures, and then I cool down. Just keep going. Those are some Joe numbers. I really did not think that was going to happen today. Well, Clyde, you've seen a couple of them now. You saw that 293 carry or whatever it was, and then you saw that. Pretty happy with that. Where's Hammer? Where's Deer Antler? Appreciate it though, Murph. Eagle School, Black Cloud. Add a little box in OBS for your highest mile an hour of the session. You keep updating it. That's not a bad idea. Keep going. Try to get 170. I'll put it in the chat so we can keep clickbaiting D-Lud when he falls behind. Baseball swing, but really the one thing that I noticed that I've been doing different today is just when I'm addressing the ball. Like I always have that shoulder tilt, but I'm trying to kind of keep my head, like instead of, kind of tough to explain, but instead of having kind of your head, like you can shoulder tilt with your head still over the ball, I'm trying to kind of look, like keep my head behind the ball and kind of keep it there, looking at the back of the ball. All right, we're going to loosen back up and hit a couple. Oh, super high in the face. Yeah, we were just talking about the whole backspin thing. It is low. I mean, that's really low, but I mean, whatever that was, it rolled out to like 324. However I can get 324, I'll take it. Whether it's super high backspin or super low backspin, I don't really care. I mean, it's not Bob No Wade numbers, but another low one, but 275 rolling out to 312. 1200 backspin. I mean, that's definitely playable. Yeah, I mean, that was a mishit, but like that one, I still feel like I hit decent. And even 1200, that's low, all things considered. But it's not, yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of falling out of the air, but the fact it's still going 275 in the air, it's not like it's nosediving 200. Oh, club twisted. Yeah, keep the head back, don't lunge at it. I'm trying. Which just feels that's also it's crazy how some things work, but for me it feels like everything like all my weight is just on my backside. But instead of me coming over the top and coming like you're saying, like lunging at it, for me I need to feel like that's why I line up some like so much like that too. I feel like I just need to stay all on my backside until like the follow through, which is event against conventional wisdom, but I don't know. Some things work. People's bodies move differently. Losing some speed. Grab some water. It's crazy how I don't know. It seems like I've done this before too. I hit the PR and I kind of take a deep breath and like get so excited, and then like trying to get back into it after it's like all right, I already kind of accomplished what I wanted to today, and now it's like trying to ramp back up versus trying to do it for the first time where you still want it more. I feel like I could hit these next ones. I could swing for another 2 hours and hit them 200 in the air, but today would already be a massive success with that 167. When I was competing, I would hit drivers for 4 hours a day. Best shape of my life. Yeah, I mean, I'm profusely sweating. It's definitely more of a cardio workout than anything. 4 hours is crazy, though, Bob. How long have I been live for? It does go by kind of quick. A little over an hour right now. I'll get 300 carry one of these days. My PR ball speed should be on the ticker. I mean, I could, but I really appreciate it. Again, it means the world to me, you guys, the members. So I don't want to put any of my personal crap on there. I want to keep your names on there. Whew. Maybe write GSPro, have them add PR for the driving range, keeping the upper right. That'd be cool for the session. Spin's too high. Where are these high spins coming from? That one felt good too. Not the furthest, but that's one of the better balls. 160, 181, right down the middle, 304. I have a problem sometimes inside finishing my swing. I think just probably because it feels a little bit restrictive, but on those last couple, I tried to follow through more. I feel like outside, you're just so open and free. I feel like I kind of worry in the back of my head catching stuff back here. So I think sometimes when I get lazy, and that's when the fades come in, I swing and I kind of stop my swing here versus releasing all the way through. Anything you do on SGT, it saves your highest ball speed. Yeah, imagine me doing this though while I'm playing an SGT event. Are you saying if I'm on SGT, it'll save this, or no? It has to be like in an SGT event. No, I'll follow through on that one. That's a banana slice right there, folks. 2,000. My side spin was almost as high as the backspin. That was high backspin. 2,916 side spin. That's almost impressive. Yeah, last one was good. Still though, that was only 1,800. Like maybe 16 is a little bit low, but you get the point. I think anywhere between like 1,500 and 2,000. Even for me, I think 2,000 is a touch on the high side. 1,800, 1,900, 1,700. No draw, but still minimal side spin. That's more of a block. I guess kind of a fade. It was 0.2 out to in. Oh, low in the face. Lower back starting to feel it. This may be the range session with most balls over 300, though. It's another 310. That was still kind of a miss hit. Low spin. Ball. Appreciate it. I try to step on them. Sometimes I swing, come across it. Oh, hit the tarp. That's what I'm afraid of in here. I need just a little bit more space. And it sounds loud and violent, but it's just the tarp is so loud. Not terrible though, all things considering. Ball, 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 ball. You playing umpire over there, Eagle School? Nope. Geared down a little bit on that one, but that's what we want for SGT events and scramble events. Something along those lines. All right, swing hard on this one. Lower back and even my right oblique abductor starting to feel it. I think I want to get one baby draw over 300. Maybe start to cool down. We've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. Not going to get there. Oh, it did. 1,300 backspin. That's the rollout for you. That's like 40 yards of rollout. That's probably the one. That one felt pretty good too. 280. .303. I think we cooled down. Head back, feel left pec back on impact. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's different ways to feel it, but I agree with you. It's those ones that I hit the best where I keep my head back and I kind of feel like my right shoulder kind of dips into it. Tough to get your body, though, to get in some of those positions. We'll go through a couple shots on the bag. We'll see what happens. Pretty happy with that, though. I'll call that a success. That one I didn't hit up on as much, but still 303. Catching these thin. I catch that one fat. That's better. That was tree wood. If I tee that thing up slightly, I hit one on course like 2 weeks ago. I hit one 305 with that 3-wood. Most balls over 300 for sure. Lower back and hips get cooked for me. Yeah, I can feel my lower back and right here, like my right oblique, kind of almost like groin hernia type of area. Go figure, consistency isn't great after swinging driver for an hour. Too far left, that's better. That was better. That was a 4. Yeah, I'll call that good. That was a 5. I just want to feel like I hit each club good. Probably down after all those swings. Probably down about 5-10 yards. Oh. Not terrible, but better. That was a 6. 7 iron, we want to see really anything over 180 carry. Really not even 180. I'd probably be happy with like 175. I gotta figure out some of these irons while they're going so far left. I feel like I'm opening my stance too. $179. Yeah, that's just way too far left though. None of these are going straight. I mean, they're drawing, so I don't hate it, but I'm trying to weaken my grip too. Pull draws, aim right, let it come back a bit. I mean, they're coming back a ton. A little chunky. I'm swinging though 10 degrees into out. That's better. Not 180, but we'll take 172. Eight iron. Good enough. 160, that's hit pretty good for an 8. I really gotta order another Country Club Elite mat. Getting tired of this stupid foam in front. Try to get like 140, 145 out of this 9. Definitely not aimed left. I'm like shutting down my... That was 9 degrees into out. I can't aim too much further. That's definitely aimed right. Good enough. I know you love your 5-wheel Black Cloud, but I'm sticking with Country Club. I love Country Club. It's not, again, it's not the mat. The mat is perfect. It's the fact that the mat's not long enough. So right here, these are gym tiles that I have all taped together, and I hit down on it and I clip the front of it right here. I'm gonna buy another Country Club mat and just put 2 of them right here so I can really swing through it. The Country Club Elite mat, I can't speak highly enough about it. It's awesome mat. shank. That's why I always keep stepping this down because it's taped in front. I keep stepping down to do the foam mat in front. More open with my chest. Body look to left. Could be. Doesn't feel like it. It feels like I'm like... Feels like I'm pretty shut. Kind of wanted to see 130 out of the pitching wedge, but honestly, that's good enough. 124 in the air. We'll hit a full approach wedge. This should be usually about 115, maybe 110 right now. Then we'll hit a choke down, 100-yard shot, and be done with it. Live to swing another day. Oh, we got 115. That's my 51 degree. All right, choke down, 100-yard shot. $107. $106. $106 again. Trying to swing easier too. I'm hitting him good. $97. Whatever, 103, good enough. All right, folks, I am drenched, but pretty happy with the 167. Call that a successful day. Appreciate you guys coming along. It was cool, Black Cloud. You got to see. That was one of the better, like those 3 drives I had in a row. That was like the 3 better drives I had, and then the 167. Pretty cool. A couple of you guys saw that live, but me, Dealhead, or Ben? I don't know. It's a good question. I would say, I don't know. I may be there. I haven't done some of these practice sessions in a while. I may be up there with swings, especially on weeks like this when I do stuff like this and I work on my swing. I take a ton of swings, but they definitely play more like actual holes and rounds than I do for sure. They both play a ton, so I don't know. It's a good question. Great progress. Glad I was here to witness it. Appreciate it. Probably Ben. Yeah, I mean, Ben plays a lot. D-Lud plays a ton too. Like I said, though, I haven't done like working on irons or driver in a while. Like I just took, we'll see how many swings I took. That was a ton of swings. But obviously, I'm not playing. I've been lacking on the actual rounds. That was 160, but a lot of those were driver. Those hole-in-one challenges, I did 811 last Monday, I think it was. I did 100 and something a couple days after it. All right, I'm out of here. Likely it's gonna be way too hot. What is it in here right now? 90.5. That definitely helps with some ball speed, but I'm going to be sore tomorrow, and it's going to be way too hot, so I likely won't be out here tomorrow, but I'll probably be out here Saturday at some point. And usually Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern is when I play my scramble with Big Dog. So whether I come out before that or not, I don't know. Usually I like to be fresh, try to play well when I do that, so it could just be Saturday night, unless Flying Fat Kid happens to want to do our auto putt in the morning. But peace. See you, Eagle School. See you, Toast, Black Cloud. D-Lud was in here before. Hammer Hutton. Bob No Way. Murph. Did I miss anyone? I think that was it. Appreciate you guys coming along. Good work, good progress today. We'll be back at it again. See you guys in the next one.